Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tiffany, and today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a makeup tutorial, but I wanted to test out some new stuff. So the stuff that I'm going to test out is not new stuff, but it's new stuff to me. I've never used it. So I did pick up the Juvia's Place foundation. This has been out for a while, but I never got around to actually picking it up. And I also got this little eyeshadow quad from the lip bar. I didn't even know that the lip bar had eyeshadow quads. This is actually my first purchase from the lip bar. I just thought they had lipsticks. So I was in Target and I was like, ooh, they got more than just lipsticks. Let me see what's tea. So I picked this up. So that's really all the new stuff that I think is going to be in the video. If I do come across something that's new, I will obviously let you guys know that it's new, but I don't believe that I have anything else new right now, but mainly those two. I have the Reezy eyeshadow palette, but I'm going to do a totally separate video on that because I'm still going to do my full face in the video, but I figured I would do a separate tutorial on that, and that's newer. So since these are a little bit older, I'll just do these in the video together. And yeah, so if y'all want to see what's tea with these products, if y'all don't have them yet, or see my first reaction on what's good, what's happening with them, then make sure you stay tuned to the video. If you're not already subscribed to my channel though, before we even jump into it, you might as well go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Matter of fact, smash that thing, okay? Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you get notification and you don't miss no uploads. But yeah, I've done enough rambling. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to do my full face first, I think, since I'm trying out a new foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Farsali Skin Tune Blur. I'll zoom you guys in when I actually get into my eyeshadow, but I guess right now I don't really need to be zoomed in. Not really. Maybe I'll set up a little bit, but I don't know. Okay, so I got the shade Samaya 350. So I went into Ulta and swatched it on my hand. I didn't get a chance to actually swatch it how I normally do, like on my chest. My nose ring is twisted. Okay, like I normally swatch it on my chest, or at least like on my cheek or something, but I had the baby in like the carrier, so I didn't do that when I went to Ulta. So hopefully this color works, because I have no idea. So the only thing I know about this foundation for sure is that it's full coverage. That's the number one thing that I always hear people say. This little bottle though, like look at my hand and look at the bottle. It's mad little, but it says it's 1 fluid ounce. So you know, if they say it's a duck, it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So we're gonna say it's 1 fluid ounce because they say it's 1 fluid ounce. So this is how much I pumped out. And when I did, does it look like it's gonna be my color? I don't even, oh my god, I did not need that much, because that little bit I just took off the back of my hand, spread all over my face. Okay, so I just dipped my hand, my brush into my hand, and wow. Okay, it's looking like it's a good color. Like in my mirror, it's looking like it's a pretty decent color. But what I can say is this is really thick. Like I realized that yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday when I swatched it, I realized that it was really thick, but applying it on your face is like, yeah, it's real thick. Okay, I'm going over with a sponge because I felt like that brush left it a little streaky. That was my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush. So right here, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I have like a dry mark on my face, like a little dry patch right there. So the foundation is kind of clinging to that just a bit. But this color looks a little bit off, I'm not gonna lie. It looks really orange, but the shade above this was darker than this. The shade darker than this, yeah, the shade darker than this was way too dark, and the shade before this that was lighter didn't work either. So this will probably be something I have to mix, because this is definitely not my color. Like, can y'all tell I'm looking a little oompa loompa-y? But the coverage is okay. Y'all can see a little bit more if I turn my head, that little dry patch, but the coverage is really good and it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. I know it's full coverage because I can see that it's full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy at all. This would probably be good as a corrector foundation shade, but I digress. We're gonna move forward. So I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I did get a replacement while I was at Target yesterday. I was a couple places yesterday. While I was at Target, I did get a replacement. So this is the new one. So I'm gonna set this to the side just in case I run out. But I have the shade 415 Honey. I knew I was running low, but this is one of my favorite concealers. And I did not want to run out. I might have lost my shit. This is really orange. I think I'm gonna have to add another concealer to like try to balance this out. Probably something that's a little bit lighter. Okay, so I went OD with the concealer. Fight me. This color was just way too off for me, so I did put the concealer everywhere to try to balance this out a little bit more, because this concealer is a little bit more neutral than this situation on my face, and that Oompa Loompa look wasn't working for me. I don't know about y'all, but she wasn't working for me, so I have to figure it out. But the foundation looks good. Like, the finish of the foundation looks good. The coverage of the foundation is good. The color is just off, so maybe I'll go back to Ulta and try to find a more suiting color, because that's what's throwing me off right now. But other than the color, it looks good, but I can't get with the color being crazy like that. But look at, okay, so look at my face now, like with my concealer, everything's starting to balance out more. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to happen. And this concealer is like a godsend anyway, so this color is it's throwing me off so freaking hard. But once I set and everything should be good. But now all this concealer I got on is basically like I got foundation on. The concealer as my foundation, because the color was so off, so I had to balance it out. But it's okay, we're gonna push through it. We're gonna push through it, guys, don't worry. Okay, so I'm gonna use, is this translucent powder? It's not a translucent powder. Wait one. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I'm in focus because my camera be acting the okay, so I'm going to take my Huda Beauty powder and banana bread, because I feel like this color will do what I needed to do, because I'm not really sure what's going on here with my situation, but something's going on and it's not it. But we're going to see. So let me just have my under eyes out. Okay, I feel like this powder did what I needed to do from what I'm seeing. So I think we can save this look. I don't think it's gonna go to shit just yet. But we're gonna try to save it. We're gonna do what we got to do. So I'm gonna go off camera and do my brows and probably my bronzer and everything, because let's be realistic, this portion of the video has taken longer than expected. So we're gonna come back and just start on the eyes. So I will be right back. I did go ahead and do everything else, blush, bronzer, and all of that. So my skin is kind of evening out a little bit. Well, I did my brows too. That's what I was gonna do that though. I use my Benefit Brow in shade 4. I'm gonna prime my lid with my L'Oreal concealer. I think this is why I ran out so fast, because I use it for everything. So that probably contributed to why I ran out faster than in the rest of my concealers. So let me just go ahead and pat this into my eye. I don't set my eyelids when I put primer on. I just, you know, leave it tacky and keep it moving. So the little quad I got is called Brown Bombshell. Oh, yes. Oh, I like how they have the colors and the names on the back. Because normally when they just have the names, I don't know what the hell it is. I don't even know how to read it. So I'm going to take, I think I'm going to use all of these shades. So I'm going to take this lighter shade and I'm going to pop that in my crease. This looks like a bomb. Oh, brown girl transition. I was right. Suspicions confirmed. This is so pretty. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take that deeper brown shade, and that shade, well, the first shade was called Toast, and this shade is called, nope, I lied. The first shade was called Brown Sugar, and this shade I'm about to use is called Cinnamon. Oh wow. I didn't even tap my brush hard. Like, what? Hi, pigment. Hello. Okay, can we get into the blend? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use both of the shimmers. So the golden shimmer is called Toast, and oh, look at that. And then this is kind of like a matte that just has like a little bit of glitter in it. So okay, how I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put on Toast first on the front part of my lid. That is really creamy. Ooh, what is this, a cream shadow? I don't know who I'm asking because y'all can't tell me, but like, wow, do y'all see how that just glided on my eye? Excuse me? That is freaking beautiful. Oh my goodness. So now I'm gonna take, oh wow, that is pigmented. Look at that brush. Do y'all see that? Ooh. The only thing I wish this quad had was a mirror. I always want a mirror on any eyeshadow that I have, because if I'm traveling and going back and forth home or something, I would like a mirror. I don't want to have to pack a mirror. So I normally pack eyeshadow palettes that have mirrors in them so I can avoid that. But this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. That is super freaking pretty. Oh my goodness, I love this. I'm just going back in with that brush we used the dark brown on. I'm not adding any more shadow. I'm just making sure everything is blended together. This is supposed to be a very diffused look. Okay, so what I can say is that red kind of disappeared just now. You just rezhuzh it so you can see it again. So I'm gonna pop on my little lashes in Miami, and then I'll come back here to tell you guys my final thoughts on both of the new products. Okay, so now that I have concealed heavily, sprayed heavily, powdered heavily, I am happy with the color of my foundation. However, comma, I don't want to be that one, like maybe the only one, but as of right now, off of first use, I am not a big fan of the Juvia's Place foundation. Now, the color threw me off already, number one, period. But the color is not even what's making me what's shaking me to my core right now. What's shaking me to my core right now is the fact that when I spray my face, like I normally do, now this is something I always do. I spray my face like 35 times. Every single time I do my makeup, and every single time I do my makeup, everything happens the same exact way. But when I started spraying my makeup down this time and I started patting it down with a sponge, it started separating a little bit. So I had to extra powder where it started separating. So that was already strike one. Strike two was that because it is a matte foundation, it clings to any dry patches that you have on your face. So I don't know if for a dry skin gal or guy this will be like tops for you, because my skin isn't even dry. I'm more normal if anything, and sometimes oily, but that one little dry patch that I have on my cheek right here is literally like clung to it, and it's like suction cupped, and it's just, I know it's there. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan, so I'm going to try the foundation again, and I will give you guys an updated opinion on it once I try it out for a little bit longer, and maybe once that dry patch goes well on my face and I get my right shade and everything, I'll feel differently. But I mean, maybe I won't go back and get the right shade, because if I go back and get the right shade and I still don't like it, I'm gonna have to go back and return it anyway. So maybe I'll just try the shade out in the same way that I did now, once my face is a little less dry, and maybe I will feel differently at the end of that situation. But as of right now, I'm not a huge fan. The finish looks good, but the fact that it was separating and all that is just a no for me, dog. But on a brighter note, this quad from the lip bar, like, my eyes look beautiful. I know y'all looking at me like, ooh girl, sultry sexy honey, hey boo. I am feeling this look. It's not a cut crease. You know, cut crease is my thing. I know she's queen cut crease over here, but even not having a cut crease and just having it like not smoked out, because my eyes aren't smoked out, but just having it like diffused and soft and pretty is bomb. And these colors on dark skin, you know, most little quads aren't melanin friendly, okay? They're very light persuasion, light skin persuasion, and if you ain't light skin, you ain't with it. And but this is bomb. Like, I need to go back and pick up the other quads, because they had two other ones. At least they had two other ones at Target, but this is so good. And this shade right here, the one that's on like the most inner part of my eye, it was so freaking creamy and so freaking buttery, like okay? So that is all I have for this video today. I'm glad I got to try all these things. Let me know if you like the Juvia's Place foundation down below, if you've tried it and what type of skin you have. And because I'm curious, because it just wasn't my cup of tea. And let me know if you have any of the lip bar quads and what else they have. I think they have bronzers too. I want to try their bronzers. Let me know if you tried them and what you think. But that's all I have to say for this video. So like I always tell you guys, I'm your girl Tiffany. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.